Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. Some negative news are coming out in respect to what had happened in Anambra State in or on the 4th of April 2022. Don't forget that that day was mark an end to sit at home and also a day set aside for prayers for peace to return back to Anambra State. And all seems not to be good with the report that is coming out from that particular gathering, especially at the St. Joseph Cathedral Church in Equaloba, Aguata local government area of Anambra State. Information reaching us have it that gunmen have allegedly brought down two security men at St. Joseph's Cathedral Church in Equalubia, Aguata local government area of Anambra State. They were reportedly brought down for attending a prayer session organized by the state governor, Professor Charles Soludo, at the church during Monday's sit-at-home order. The incident occurred a few hours after the prayer session. However, the state police command spokesman Ikenga Tuchuku, who confirmed the incident, said only one person was killed. He said the hoodlums invaded the area around 10:30 p.m. on Monday, April 4, 2022, shooting non-stop along the road close to Aguata local government secretariat before it now unfortunately hit one of the church security men. The Chugu said no arrest had been made, but the command had deployed more forces to the area. He said investigations were still ongoing, adding that the command would not relent in making sure the perpetrators were apprehended. An eyewitness who spoke with the journalist said that the police were wrong to have said only one person was brought down. The source further said that the hoodlums invaded the area without any challenge from anywhere. The development has heightened tension following the incident killing in Anambra State since last Thursday. People said members of the indigenous people of Biafra had warned on Sunday that people should not come out on Monday for any prayer session as directed by Governor Soludo. However, the publicity secretary of IPOB, Imapafo, countered the directive saying it was not or it did not emanate from the group. Now, this whole issue of sit at home or cancellation at sit at home seems to be or seems not to have destination, considering the fact that right now it seems as if two people are operating, in respect to IPOP, though Simon Ekpa came out a day ago to let the people know that there is nothing like two groups, that he's only a spokesperson to IPOP and that he is only trying to do that which is right by of following the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that the only time the people will enjoy or the state will enjoy peace is for them to, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the custody that he has been kept till now. Now, there have been some reactions in respect to this information. Someone here says, I am very confused about this UGM. Let me ask, who are the UGM and their mission? And someone responded to his writer, he said, no answer yet. Another person said here, this is a clear indication of no Nigeria again. The North is being held hostage. APC will disagree with you, but check today's news. Now one says, in fact, you these Anambrans, check well what is going on with you. Another person here say, God, how many authorities are in power in Anambra State? So much questions that have been asked by interested members of the public, especially about what is going on there. This issue of sit at home, despite the fact that Emma Powerful has come out and said, hey, there's nothing like sit at home again. We're trying to create a kind of convenient environment for the people. There's still another group that is saying, no matter what, we will not stop hitting hard. And every time, I don't know who controls this group. Some people say Simon Ekpa, some people say it's some hoodlums, some say UGM. But one thing is certain: every time there is a move to counter sit at home, they will always resurface, and it's always not a good one. Imagine showing up in the street and shooting sporadically, and unfortunately it brought down people. Security police say it's one. Individuals say that it's actually true. That's to show you that this issue, just like Charles Soludo had formerly said, goes beyond gunpowder. It's a case where people need to sit together and begin to dialogue over issues, because this continuous issue of fighting each other might not end well. You understand? We have been fighting and fighting, and every day victims, people who are not supposed to be victims, unfortunately, they are victims. And I feel also that with this development, most people would not want to come out again. Don't forget that the 4th of April was marked a day where they will declare an end to anything called, sit at home, so that the economy of the Southeast can once again be revitalized. But with this development and what we saw in other states as at that April 4th, a clear indication that most people may not want to risk their life any longer. But guess what? I'm so thankful to God that it did not happen in the daytime, or they did not storm the churches or storm the compound of the churches or the street where people are gathered, to do this thing, because the casualty we are seeing now would have been more. You know that nighttime, most people by 6 o'clock they've locked up, while in the daytime people will just be moving in different directions. So you can imagine if they had gone out in the daytime to do what they just did, the casualty would have been much. And based on what this guy had said, Charles Soludo, my suggestion is for him to speed up in the area of, equipping them with skill acquisition and empowerment. It should be done speedily, at least before the end of this month. He should be able to form the commission or the agency that will be in charge and throw out forms for people to buy, begin to train them in different facets of their life. At least, if it does not totally eradicate these hoodlums from the street, it would reduce them to the barest minimum. Because by the time you find yourself, being trained in occupations that will make you useful to the growth of the economy, automatically it will calm their nerves. Another thing is, he has spoken about the issue of standing tall to see the release of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That is expected to be done speedily also, because whatever we say, if a greater number of people who are supporting the sit at home keep on saying one thing, that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu should be unconditionally released, and immediately that happens, the peace will be restored back again to Southeast. And with this kind of situation on ground, and with what we are seeing thus far, there is no proof that this whole Citadel issue will be brought to an end. So the best thing to do is to see how you can align with the demands of the people and at least foster peace once and for all in those states. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. Do you think that by next week Monday, sit at home will continue, or do you think it will stop, looking at the situation of things right now?